Today, I feel very lucky to be joining Sony Music and very lucky to be working with the guys at RCA Nashville that'll be handling radio and retail for us. Scared, yeah. Old, yes. See what the second half is. First of all, I want to thank God and everybody that's given me the chance to actually look at a second half of a career. I don't know too many artists that get this chance. So I have to thank Doug Morris for personally flying to me, which I thought was totally upside down, but very sweet of him to come seek out this artist and see what the future was. He did it twice. So if any question is why Sony, why RCA Nashville, it's because Doug Morris took the time to come find me at my convenience, which is crazy. And it was very humbling. And you kind of know when you shake somebody's hand that way that here we go. Now, I'll make the same statement that I did with Steve Wynn. Everybody loves everybody when it gets started. We'll see you in a year, and my hope is that you don't regret this day, and my bigger hope is I don't regret this day, but I think we're going to be fine. So the announcement of new music that's coming, yes. Alan Reynolds has retired, the producer of the 9 or 8 studio records. Mark Miller, the guy that has been the engineer on all 8 studio records, has stepped up to producer records. And I've told Alan this, so it's no news to him. I've never had more fun in my life making music than I have with Mark Miller. Sweet man, great ears, great guy. We got a young kid to take his place named Matt Allen, who's a fantastic engineer and is growing every day. So it's nice to see this young man kind of become his own guy and his own entity as an engineer. So we're off and running, same players. We're lucky enough to have the same players. The world has changed, we know that, but all we can be is ourselves. So new music is coming. I can't tell you when because truthfully we don't know. At this point, the guys at RCA have a better picture of that than me. My job at this point is just to create, have fun, write, record, seek out songs. I do want to say thank you to the Nashville songwriting community as well as LA and New York. They have been priceless. They have kind of taken this on as their own mission, this album. And I just hope for all of them that I don't let them down because they have spent 24 hours a day for the last 3 months making sure that I got to hear everything possible that they had to offer. So my love and thanks goes out to them. I guess the big question of today will be the digital music. We've never allowed our stuff to go digital. That will begin within the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's a pretty big step. It's pretty scary. It's really, it's a cool form. And when it's used right, it can do wonders for the artists. And even better, it can do wonders for the songwriters. When you do it right, we'll all succeed. And so we will be doing our digital the best that we can, the only way we know how, because we're the only ones that kind of play our own way. So digital will be handled at garthbrooks.com. It'll be the only place you can get Garth Brooks music. Right now I think we're talking with Ticketmaster to try and do something while the on sales are going on for the world tour as well. It'd be a nice, easy way. And if Ticketmaster and us can come to an agreement on the people and the customers getting the best deal that they possibly can, then I hope that that happens. But the only place I know for sure right now is garthbrooks.com. With that, the website will be up and running here shortly. Another digital thing that we've kind of stayed out of, social media. It's another thing that we've kind of stayed out of. I'm not sure where we're going there. Our stance on social media is not quantity, but quality. We think if you take care of the quantity will take care of itself. So this is our first live stream, I think, on garthbrooks.com. I want to welcome all the believers out there that's been so sweet to us in the waiting process of allowing me to get to go home and raise my children. Greatest gift you've ever given anyone is that gift you gave to me. And the mere possibility or sheer possibility that there might be people waiting when we come back is very humbling, very flattering. And for those who show up, I hope we give you a show that makes you forget the ones that were in the 90s. That is the goal. So we've got a lot on our plate right now. We'll be announcing the opening city soon. A weird situation kind of came up in Vegas. Forgive me, this is the longest I've ever talked at one point in my life. In Vegas, January 2nd and 3rd, I think, we were playing the New Year's shows out there. And we opened it up for questions. There was a kid named Andy, and I think he was from Atlanta. That's all I know. Andy said, "What's the opening city of the world tour?" Now I'm screwed, right? I hear somebody in the front row go, "Tonight, Vegas. It's the beginning of the world tour." And that's what I told the crowd. And the crowd graciously and was very happy about that, except Andy. Andy just kind of had this look on his face. And so I told Andy, I said right there, I said, "Andy, if you really want to, leave your information here. I'll call you, and you'll be the first guy to know the opening city." So on September 14th, I'm going to call Andy. And what Andy chooses to do with that information is up to Andy. We'll make our announcement shortly after. What is it? July 14th, sorry. What month is this? Is this July? Yes. So July 14th, we'll make our announcement to Andy. And then shortly after, we'll make our announcement if Andy decides just to keep the information to himself. It's whatever he wants to do with it. But we made a deal that night in front of the Vegas crowd, so I'm going to hold up my end